got 6 threats, all on you. Starting to shoot pistols, 3 at the north end of the room watching the hostages, the other 3 packing up the outfit.
What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here. And, well, Super Bowl's over. And even though I don't really care about football, everything wrestling was giving me information, and I Googled the score, and at Kansas City, you blew it. 31. Well, 9-31 was the score. Was the final score of the game. And, well, you can definitely tell that Kansas City completely threw it. Completely did a job. Completely just did not care. So, hello, one viewer. So, I am Hardcore Christopher, and this is a Sunday night live stream, and the reason why is because I completely forgot that I said, well, I didn't forget about what I said, I just forgot to do it. I forgot to do a live stream yesterday, but now there's going to be a lot of opportunities. It's going to be really, really cold here in Missouri. Now let's get cracking, shall we? There are a number of things I want to talk about during this live stream. The first, well, I got at least 10 things I want to discuss. Hello, one viewer. Again. The first thing I want to discuss is Tom Brady the GOAT? Is he the greatest of all time? Is he the... Well, me. I don't care about football, but I'm gonna just say this. Tom Brady is good. However, even though he has 6 Super Bowl rings, well, not, even though he has 7 Super Bowl rings to his name,
Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it.
He's good. He's awesome. He's amazing. But I would not consider him the greatest of all time. I mean, the NFL gave him that distinction, and that is coming from the biggest football affiliation, well, organization. So it is a big deal, but is he really the greatest of all time? No, obviously that's debatable. Now, the second thing I want to discuss Well, actually, back to the first thing. Okay. I just cannot leave it there. Tom Brady is someone who has been in the game for a very long time. I don't know how old he is. I really don't care. So, could he retire? He could retire and not look back.
Too much stake here. I can't just stand by and do nothing.
So, what do you guys think?
Okay.
Is Tom Brady the GOAT? Let me know in the chat or down in the comments. The second thing I want to discuss is I was very disappointed to hear that the natural Butch Reed passed away at the age of 66. I don't have a lot of memories of Butch. I do know him and Ron teamed together as Doom when they were managed by Theodore Long, who later became the longest general manager of SmackDown. Then Ron Simmons, after Doom split up, went on to do bigger things. However, the natural Butch Reed, he did have matches in the World Wrestling Federation and was a former WCW Tag Team Champion alongside Ron as a part of Doom.
We got 6 hostiles.
The World Wrestling Federation, he really did nothing of note. And then I think he was just out of the business after that. I don't really know. I have really no information on Butch Reed, but rest in peace to Butch Reed. And I send my thoughts, prayers, and condolences out to his family. The third thing I want to discuss. Oh, and by the way, back to the second thing just for a little bit. What are your memories of the natural Butch Reed? Okay. The third thing I want to discuss is Edge winning the Royal Rumble. This is Edge's second Royal Rumble victory after he won in 2010 and went. Actually, Edge didn't win the title because he won the Royal Rumble in 2010. Went on to face Jericho, lost it. Then Jericho lost the world title to Swagger because Swagger cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase on that SmackDown. So Edge didn't win. So, and he came back from injury and looked great. Now we haven't seen Edge ever since WrestleMania when he tore his pectoral, I think, against Randy Orton in the quote greatest wrestling match ever. No, it was not the greatest wrestling match ever. just a tagline that really meant nothing in the grand scheme of things. Actually, that was at Backlash. At WrestleMania, him and Orton had a last man standing match, which ended with Edge winning with a concerto. But Edge coming back to win the Royal Rumble, I actually called. Me and Everything Wrestling were just shooting the. Well, we're just talking, and he wanted.
You caught the bad guy. That's what happened. Where's the call?
Yeah. I know I said anyway.
And he wanted to know my opinion on the male Rumble.
Yeah, you know me. I just got a bunch of
there's no easy way to say this, but called it. Told you so. Told you so, Everything Wrestling.
you too. I'm glad we broke up on one.
I thought Edge winning the Rumble, it was great. Now the only question is, who is he going to face? Is he going to face McIntyre, or is he going to face
I hope his luck changes soon.
I'll tell him.
Roman? Now I will. Well, wait a minute. There's one more stop, and that's the Elimination Chamber. A lot could happen. So we'll see. Who do you think Edge is going to challenge? Let me know in the chat, or let me know down in the comments below. The fourth thing I want to discuss, and I gotta hurry up because I can feel my body just almost going to a standstill. I am tired, so
Like I said, girls want to eat, right? I'll make sure the pieces get back to their right.
so
As for the bad go, please leave
um
goes to someone deserving.
the fourth thing I want to talk about is the fact,
I don't understand.
well, it's really a question, and it's going to lead to a lot of
So you
debate.
figured you'd do it for some good luck?
But who do you think? Do you think the Undisputed Era is on par with Evolution and the Four Horsemen? Okay. The fifth thing.
Gotta say, Jerry, you helped us out before, but
The fifth thing I want to discuss is really
now that I've sustained bodily injury for you guys, you can get that badge.
No, but to show our
Is-
appreciation lunches on me.
is will we get the Cursed Child? Now, if you don't know what the Cursed Child is, I don't blame you, because I didn't know what the Cursed Child was until Everything Wrestling explained it to me. But the Cursed Child was a play by J.K. Rowling. Well, is a play in the UK that rhymed. And it's set in the Harry Potter universe, and it's by J.K. Rowling. The UK fans actually loved it so much that the Cursed Child got its own unique book, but it's not really a
We must
book
watch.
like the other Harry
I
Potter
don't think I can do this.
books.
Of course you can.
It's, if you've ever read Romeo and Juliet, it's set in the play style, which is honestly really annoying sometimes. Um, number 6. What there there is something I want to discuss here. Um, so, um, uh, are any of my subscribers football fans? I'm talking football in America. I'm not, well, yeah. I'm talking football in America and not in the European market, because I know I know in Europe they have their own brand of football, which we call soccer here. And if so, what'd you think of the Super Bowl game? Number 7. The 7th is, has anybody watched does anybody remember the show Gargoyles? Because I honestly didn't know this until I actually looked it up. But Gargoyles actually had its final episode like 12, 13 days after me and my sister were born. So I found that pretty cool, really. And I found the entire premise behind Gargoyles cool. Unfortunately, the only way you can watch it is by Disney Plus, and I'm not giving Disney any of my money. No money for you. No money for you, Disney.
Whole thing, induction, being locked up in a cage, watching Ian die. Just plays over.
Number 8.
It just never ends. That son of a bitch, he really got under my daughter's skin. She can't shake it.
What do you guys think of the sex change operation nowadays? And there's a reason why I ask this, is because I'm not gonna make a video on this because I'm afraid that YouTube would remove it. But Nyla Rose, Tyler Rex, and believe it or not, Asuka. Yes, the Raw Women's Champion and one half of the Women's Tag Champions is transgender. I had no idea. I honestly had no idea about Asuka. The other two I know about, but it disgusts it. It honestly disgusts me. Take it or leave it. I'm protected under the First Amendment because all this is my opinion, and everybody has their own opinion, and they are entitled to it.
I really appreciate you
Um,
encouraging a day like this. And that's
Number 9.
Comes with the territory when you were married to a
What do you guys think of the old Pokemon
I'll make
games?
it up to you.
You know, I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the back, searching far and wide. The Pokemon don't understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I honestly loved the old Pokemon games. The only Pokemon game I didn't care about was the one for the GameCube. It was called Pokemon Channel. It was dumb and boring. That is all. And the 10th thing I want to discuss
The patient part? Okay, go ahead and press the main line and the
is
central line before it goes into the OR. Yes, and then we can put the
why on earth
I'll be up in a minute. I'm calling you
are
from the
they
house.
still talking about impeaching Trump? I mean, he's no longer in office, so it makes no sense to me. Now I'm just going to talk about whatever I want to. But those were just 10 things I wanted to ask or discuss with you guys. Let's see. Okay, 22 minutes. Once it hits 30, I'm going to get out of here. So, fun fact. I have a friend who's also my neighbor who lives right behind me. We actually went to high school together. And if anybody's ever wondered, I wonder what will happen if I stick my tongue, if I put my tongue
Hey, just a hot last year.
to something metal
Thanks for helping me, Uncle Steve.
when it's cold.
That was the only thing he
Guess
had when
what?
his tongue was running.
Your tongue will stick. And then you're going to be screwed. Unless somebody comes out with warm water and douses the metal along with your tongue with warm water. Now, the reason why I brought that up is because my friend decided that he would stick his tongue to the school flagpole. And once he stuck his tongue to it, he could not get it off. Luckily, people were running outside with warm water.
Let me ask you a question. Okay. At what point did you think it was a good idea to leave my innocent 12-year-old daughter alone in a deserted street by herself?
Now,
okay. Good morning. I'm fine. How are you? No. Don't do that. Okay. Answer the
you
question.
may be wondering what happened.
All right. Because DBS
Why
and jobs and psychopaths, they only hunt victims in
would
high-crime
he
neighborhoods.
do?
Never in any danger.
Why would he do
Not
this?
even 5 minutes, okay? I mean, you're overreacting.
Well, our homeroom teacher, because we had the same homeroom teacher at the time, she asked him the same thing. And He said, and I quote, I had just gotten done watching
You need a few more sessions. Our victim's name is Dr. Christine DuPont. She's
The Christmas Story,
staff here. She was called in this morning.
and I wanted to see if it. I want.
Not only did the shooter know the doctor's schedule, he also
I
knew the
wanted to
entire
see.
hospital security system layout. He managed to get in and out of here without once giving his phone picking up on camera.
Later, I want to take a look at doctor's clothing. Through it.
I wanted to see if it would work, and it did. Okay.
That's unexplained. Dr. DuPont was brought in.
Now-
operating on fault line.
I'm just gonna say the hardest game that I've ever played
He was brought in this morning from
in
and according to the warden,
in the entire time that I've been gaming
brain aneurysm. But because of the delicate location of the hemorrhage, Dr. DuPont was the best chance they had to save his life.
would would that honor would have to go to Mortal Kombat 9. So, and the reason why is because unlike Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which I do own and I need to actually play, I actually got everyone's ending, including Combat, which honestly just blows my mind because everyone was saying that Combat sucked, and which he did.
Return for free now with advice from a TurboTax Live expert.
But you know, there was just something that was appealing to me about Combat. Maybe because he was a fighting robot, and fighting robots are awesome. But I unlocked everybody. There was one character I just could not stand, and that was Dr. Biskanovich. His moveset was just so bizarre. But even with his bizarre moveset, it took me quite a while, but I finally got him. I finally completed it, and it was like his ending was like nothing special. Which it's Dr. Biskanovich. Dr. Biskanovich is awesome. Do not knock Dr. Biskanovich. But back to Mortal Kombat 9. I had fun up until I met Shao Kahn, and then I just completely rage quit, and still to this day, I haven't returned to that game. So Shao Kahn, hats off to you, sir, for being completely broken. Kind of like Goro was in the arcade cabinet, which the makers of Mortal Kombat, of the arcade cabinet, completely admitted to. They said that they made Goro especially broken to get the arcade cabinet more money, which worked. Because why? Because every single time you lost to Goro, it was like more money, more money, more money, more money, more money. Must beat Goro. But that's all for me, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'm Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone, and have a great night.